James from Roman 3 here. We all know how important leadership is. We've seen it firsthand, and if we're lucky, we've had exceptional leaders who have made us feel valued. Maybe they took the time to invest in you as a person. Maybe they made you feel relaxed and respected and that your opinions actually mattered. Or maybe they were the vision caster, the person that's passionate about the work and could see the bright future ahead. But not only that, but was able to actually get other people excited and bring them along on the journey. The effect of leadership on an organization really cannot be overstated. I've talked in videos before about how detrimental a leader can be to an organization when they aren't confident in their abilities, or when they're unsuited to the leadership roles, or otherwise just aren't an easy person to be around. But I don't want that to be the tone of this video. I don't want to focus on the negative here. I've been really fortunate in my personal life and in my career to have seen many examples of effective leadership. Growing up, from soccer coaches who knew not only how to play the game, but they could share their passion for the game with kids, or teachers who had a genuine passion for investing in a, let's face it, less than perfect student, to, in my career, supervisors and managers who could see potential in a young professional at the beginning of their journey, and it could inspire him to do more. I've appreciated these leaders and mentors who have invested in me as a person and as an employee. But it wasn't until I was thrust into leadership positions myself that I realized how intentional their actions were. These folks were not great leaders by accident. They made conscious choices, and I'm sure many mistakes along the way. But each of them were dedicated to one thing above all. Their job was to ensure that those in their care had everything that they need to be successful. Whether that's my high school teacher who knew that I needed that proverbial kick in the pants to get going, or my manager who knew that all she had to do was set the goalpost for me and then let me find the best way to accomplish the objective. Both were giving me what I needed to succeed, and what I needed was oftentimes very different than what other people needed. Truly effective leaders understand that people are not cookie cutter, and so their approach to leading cannot be cookie cutter either. And this is one of the trickiest parts of leadership. There is no single correct answer that's going to actually apply in every situation. Heck, even situations that at first glance appear to be the same cannot be handled in the same way each time. And the reason is simple. People are complex and messy. And when you take on the responsibility of leading people, you have to accept that. While no one can offer you the golden bullet, the silver bullet that will solve every problem perfectly, what you should be looking for is a system or a framework that you can use to guide your decision-making. Whether you're new to leadership roles or you've been in a leadership position for years, having a framework that can guide your decision-making process will build confidence in yourself and your team. It can help you prioritize, help you make difficult decisions, and ensure that you are treating everyone fairly and equitably. The framework that we've developed at Roman 3 is called integrity leadership. And for us, this system encompasses the traits and attributes of truly effective leaders. And we've broken it down into 5 domains. The first domain is that of moral courage, being brave enough to do the right thing even when it is not popular. The second is about reliable respect, providing fair, consistent, and dependable levels of respect to all people, regardless of their position or their status. Number 3 is honest acknowledgement, having the confidence to acknowledge the efforts and contributions of others, and as well as their perspectives and their opinions. 4 is trustworthy influence. This one is really important. They're all important. This one is one that I'm very passionate about, because this is about treating the responsibility that you have, the responsibility and the authority that you have been provided, in a way that allows others to trust you and for you to trust them. And finally, empowering others. valuing those who you are responsible for and providing them what they need to be successful. These 5 domains are the critical traits that leaders need to act with integrity. By using a framework or using a system like this to guide your decision-making process, you can become a leader who leads with integrity. And this is what we're all looking for in the workplace. This is what employees want from us. This is what we want from those who are in leadership positions above us. We want people who will do the right thing even when it's unpopular. We want people who we know fairly and consistently, dependently show respect to everyone, who will honestly acknowledge when we do something well, and I should note, honestly acknowledge when they mess up, because that is very important as well. And who treat the position that the authority that they have with their position as something that is sacred, something that is worth valuing, and that they seek to empower others. Now, over my next 5 videos, I want to look at scenarios that people have submitted online, whether it's through Reddit. And if you've been tracking with us for a while, you've probably picked up on the fact that I love Reddit and probably spend more time there than I should. But anyways, we've collected scenarios from people. Scenarios that they have experienced of managers who have not treated them well. And what I want to do is I want to look at a couple of those scenarios over the next few videos and highlight how integrity leadership can be used as a framework in real life situations. So subscribe to stay up to date on our latest videos. And if you take nothing else from this video, please remember, the best indication of your success as a leader is whether or not your team is successful. Be responsible for their outcomes, not for their tasks.